and see. Subscribe on YouTube.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C. Do you know what? Tonight, this is something we have not done in a long time.
Yeah.
We have not done the total bracket blowout of beam.
Big beam bracket blowout. This is what's the best beam, and we've taken some of your favorite Beam Suntory products here, and we have 8 bottles. Yep. We're gonna pair them off round by round. Start with 8, then the next round there'll be 4 left, then 2, then a winner.
One gets eliminated, one goes on to the next round, whatever you want to call it.
We're gonna drink 14 drams in a row.
Yes.
14 drams in a row.
Woo!
For you, we are whiskey athletes. Do not try this at home.
This is it's not quite the sprint. It's not quite the
It's like the 400 relay.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you were to relate it to a sport, it'd be the 400 relay.
Yeah, and we'd be disqualified upon entry, but that's okay.
The 4x100. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna get to round 1, and so let's.
Okay, I'm gonna just say, however this is set up right now, maybe shouldn't be how it goes.
No.
Just because I'm personally thinking we start lower alcohol against,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
and work our way up.
Yeah, so maybe
we do like a Basil Hayden round.
Oh yeah, good.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute.
Trenny and C.
Okay, we are back. We have the Basil Hayden round. We have the 10-year-old versus the original. They're both at 40%. I'm going to pour this on the outside.
And I'm going to pour this on the inside. And you may notice...
we shouldn't go Hold on, you know what? I'm splitting this pour.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because that was a big pour, and I forgot that. I forgot that you have to have reasonable pours when you're doing 14 in a row.
Yeah, well, I'll just do a little bit there. You
so
may notice that we are getting a little bit more tipsy throughout the rounds here. So
it happens. Okay,
so let's go with inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
so the
old
original.
version?
The original.
Okay. Original. We'll call
it's not even old because it's still out there.
Okay.
Okay. Little bit floral, actually. I just picked up. Little kind of floral note.
Yes. There's a little bit of a...
But sweet and mellow.
This is true also. You know what? It's just like, it's a very easy kind of... I'm going to just say it off the bat. Like, it's kind of like an entry-level style bourbon that's been dressed up a little bit in a nice suit, you know?
I don't know that I love the paper thing, though, because you get a few drips on there, and things rips right off, and then you don't even have a label on it. But anyway, that's, whatever.
Especially when you do that.
No,
it's way worse.
It's maybe a bit aggressive.
But yes, it's nice. It's easy nosing.
Yeah.
Let's nose the other one. Okay, here we go. New one. I really do like
the 10-year-old. That's the difference.
The version, the colors on this one.
Oh, okay. This one is kind of
That's a bit
richer,
different.
and it has a bit more of like a fruity pebbles or something like.
Fruity pebbles. I like it. It's like the kind of like the fruity cereals.
Yeah, it's like the cereals, but like a fruitiness.
Also, a little bit. There's like a slight kind of chocolatey note on the background too.
This one's more of a figgy kind of Fig Newton kind of thing, and this one's the fruity pebbles.
Okay, let's taste them. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, Basil Hayden's
the
original. Oh, the flavor's like quite nice.
Totally unoffensive. It's a little bit soft and weak,
soft
if you will.
Is the right way to say it. Yes, weak probably too because it's not. I was gonna say watered down, but maybe it's just because it's technically 60% water.
Mellow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are we moving
Super
on?
crushable though.
It's nice.
Unoffensive.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can drink it as a straighter. You can drink it as a mixer. Here we go.
Okay.
This one's a little bit darker too, just in color. I think.
Totally. No, it is. It actually legitimately is. Here we go.
Honestly, the 10 years adds a little bit of depth.
It does it
a little bit more character. It's not specifically crazy different, but it is a little bit more
bolder and bigger. There's more like it's instantly has more flavor. A little bit oakier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're done.
Yeah, that's an easy win. So
Okay.
winner's bracket on your side.
Here.
I'll take the loser's bracket over here.
And I'm going to crush both of these right now.
Yeah. It's way easier to crush 40%ers.
It is. That would have killed us.
Trenny and C.
Okay, we are back with round. Well, it's still round one, but it's like
the round robin.
Yeah,
of,
second elimination.
Yes. Okay.
Bracket.
So
bracket, if you
what
will.
we have here, first of all, is like this weird scoogey thing on top of the
I think
lid
it's like
here.
a wax globule.
Oh, it's a wax. It's the classic wax globule that comes with the Knob Creek 9
These days.
Okay, so we're gonna pop. The
You're
top
gonna
of
go
this one
outsides.
outside.
I'm gonna
Knob Creek
unscrew
9.
the Jim Beam Black label, 43%.
Just a touch, I think. Whoop, that's a touch.
Just a kiss. Oh, once it hits your lips.
So this Knob Creek 9-year-old, the new version, is also 50%.
Yep. Well, this
So-
is 43.
43. So they are a little bit different in
Yep.
percentages, but both Jim Beam products, as this whole round
sure.
is, this whole series is, but something that is quite easily accessible by people and people can buy all the time. What are you sipping or sniffing
I'm
first?
sniffing on the Knob Creek,
Okay.
which
man.
is like, it's actually super noseable for 50%. Like,
I mean, that's one of the things I've always found with this Knob Creek 9 is like it kind of hits on all cylinders, you know, like it has the percentage, it has the walnutty kind of nuttiness to it.
But right
it has
now-
a little bit of that like
right now I'm-
astringent kind of gluey thing.
yeah, right now I'm picking up like a creme brulee, kind of like a
burnt sugar.
burnt sugar, but like that vanilla kind of custardy part too.
Yes, I mean,
The underlayer.
who doesn't like anything you just said?
Yeah,
Really,
exactly.
You know,
Good
unless
nose.
people hate custard
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Oh, I hate all of that. It's like, well, you
vanilla
probably,
and custard,
you probably
get that
shouldn't-
away from me.
You probably shouldn't drink bourbon then.
Okay, so Jim Beam. This one is
Oh, yeah.
very
That's-
nice and inexpensive, readily available.
Yeah.
43%. Probably
this-
our most bought whiskey.
Alcohol
Ever.
period.
Oh man,
This one is the walnutty. Like, I even get a peanutty note off of it. Like, there's just
yeah. There's a
it
lot of
doesn't get
little
much
things going on.
nuttier than this.
And it just has that kind of little bit of that sweet and sour aspect.
Yeah.
Has like a little bit of that oaky kind of. I don't want to say gluey, but
You know what?
on that realm of
It's
like
oak
there's some.
sugar though for sure. You know what? That one sniffs better the longer you kind of like. Don't exhale. Just keep sniffing. Okay.
I'd say the knob has a little bit more of a
Oh.
drying aspect, where the beam has a little bit more like it's a nuttier sweetness, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
It does, but it's almost like the Knob Creek's like a little bit like more corn.
But the knob just kind of, like I said,
it's
it
really
hits
good.
on all cylinders.
Okay. We drinking?
Let's try it. We're gonna have the
Start with the Jim because it's 43.
Jim first.
Here we go.
I mean,
Such a classic.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like
It
the
reminds me
reason
of
we
like
buy
Christmas baking. Like
Yeah.
like the nuts that you get all those nuts. You know, like the assorted nut bowl.
Yeah.
That you get, and you get the and then
You can
you're as a
crack it. It's
as
like
a kid, you spent like 30 minutes to an hour there just cracking nuts and like that's this one here.
it's like the the casing around the
Yeah.
actual, not the shell, but like around the nut, like that kind of
It's like the fibrous
Yeah.
fucking
So good.
whatever. Okay, that's
super easy to drink too.
it. Reminds me of my grandparents' house at Christmas.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Of every time I've drinking Jim Beam in the last like 3 or 4 years where I've loved it. Okay.
Mother's milk.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on to Knob Creek.
How you gonna beat that? Okay, here we go.
Maybe that's how. That's really nice too.
that's good.
I mean, it has those aspects, but it's a little bit more sweet and sour, a little bit more like
Okay, the presentation on the Knob Creek is like more refined. Like it's
Yeah.
the finish is like just better.
Sometimes we can't think of the right words to say, but sometimes
Smart
when
words.
something's better, it's just better. So I'm gonna just do
better.
what? I don't want to jump the gun too quick, I guess, but this is for the price, it's an everyday buyer, and you're not going to be disappointed.
It's a bang for your buck champion, for
but
sure.
we're doing best.
Yeah.
And I personally think, like,
Yes.
if you're going to spend a little bit extra money,
Yes.
like, fucking just
Agreement.
Are we going to the
Agreement achieved. Okay, winners round. Okay, losers bracket.
winners round?
Okay, let's shoot these. So we can be in good form for next round.
Exactly.
Trenny and C.
Okay, we are into the third bracket of round one, and this is the Bakers round. We have the original older Bakers versus the new Bakers single barrel. So let's get to pouring, and you get to boring.
I'll do the outsides.
Inside. Just a touch.
These ones are bottled at a much higher strength than the other one so far.
Yeah,
by much. I mean, this one's 53.5, I believe. Yep.
And we are saving the big boys for the final round, final bracket of round one.
So let's start with the old school version. Here we
Old
go.
Bakers.
Baker's 7-year-old versus this Baker's new one is about 8.5 years old, somewhere in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's like a little bit more like.
This is musty books to me.
And you know what I'm kind of getting for the first time ever smelling this one is like that chewy, those watermelon sours, like not quite a Starburst, but like a.
For me, I'm getting that like fermented rice wine kind of
Yeah,
smell.
that's on there too.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
get into that
that's a
one.
nice nose actually.
It is. It's different. Okay,
Oh, this
here
one's
is
a little
your
bit spicier and bigger
cinnamon
and bolder.
and spice
Yeah.
kind of clovey.
But it still has a little bit, for me, right this second, it has a little bit more of that, like, kind of candied vibe to it.
Like brown sugared for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
which one
Cool.
are we tasting? Let's
Let's
taste
try
the
the
old
old
one
one
first.
first.
Tasting the old one. Here we go.
Nice brown sugars. Nice, a little bit of that kind of nuttiness to it. Yeah.
To me, I'm still getting like the thing that comes through is the aged, fermented, old cardboard dusty book kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it has a sweetness and all of like these other positive characters, but that's the thing that like to me jumps out.
For sure. Okay, nice. Here we go. Let's move on to the. I'm gonna have a sip of water actually.
Oh, sure.
Just to
Yeah,
just to be legit.
Okay. Okay, let's make it legit. Okay, now it's legit.
Now it's finally
Now it's legit. Okay, here we go. The new Baker's 8 years, 6 months.
Oh,
Well, that has the bolder walnut flavor to me.
yeah. This just has like an overall richness that is kind of like
It's bigly.
it's hugely bigly. from start to beginning, really. You know, start to beginning.
Start to beginning, it's hugely bigly.
You can get that quote on a shirt now. Just order it from Trenny and see it, whatever.
At whatever.com.
Yeah, that's hugely bigly. I like it.
It has like it's like incredibly velvety.
Yeah, it's
Like on the actually the mouthfeel this is the first time that I've picked up on mouthfeel tonight, and it has that like velvety, soft, rich,
Totally.
silky, oily kind of like mouth
Oh man,
presence.
you're turning me on here. I gotta say,
Well, then we're done for tonight.
one thing with this
Chunky
big
cork.
chunky cork is like from afar, like up above. I keep thinking I want to press it in,
Oh,
but it's actually
yeah,
like
right,
a
right,
little
right.
metal
It's gotta
thing in
stop
there.
it.
Yeah.
But it's also like
that's
this
just
one's
me.
actually really hard to get your hands on. An infomercial?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, shit.
try these new corks.
Oh, this one's perfect.
Stupid idiot.
Yeah, never have problem being shit faced
Yeah.
again.
Okay, so we decided.
We've decided this one's
That
better.
sounds better. Okay, losers bracket.
Woo!
Let's just fucking slam these.
Trenny and C.
Okay, we
so-
are back with the final bracket of round 1.
Rolling on round 1.
Yeah, it feels like we've been doing this all night.
Okay, we've got Knob Creek, the single barrel version, which is very cool because this is 120 proof.
Yeah, well, I can outdo that with Booker's. This is a competition.
It's like a 1-up sound.
6 years, 1 month, batch 2016 01E.
Oh, yeah?
63.85%.
9 years.
Oh. Well, I got the higher percentage, you got the higher age. So I'll go on the inside.
But I've also got the shitty, like,
Oh, I got that too.
infomercial.
I got the
cork.
infomercial uncorkable cork.
You're on the inside, I'm on the out.
Oh, look at that. That was just
Whoa.
a titch.
Just a titch.
That was barely even enough to even smell it. Okay.
Okay.
Where are we going to start?
Let's start with the
Where do you even start?
single barrel knob.
Okay.
On the outside. Here we go. Nice color. Nice presentation on both the bottles, by the way.
Big.
Oh, okay.
Big,
So-
like, toffee, molasses, brown sugar.
It's a little bit like if nose had a viscosity, it's pretty thick, you know? Like,
Okay.
if that makes any
Still
sense.
wrapping my head around that, but, like, you might have just
okay.
blown my mind.
Because we did a Knob Creek in this round already.
No viscosity?
No viscosity, exactly. Olfactorosity?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Anyways, the point being we've done a Knob Creek in this round, and this one,
It's different.
from my memory,
Yeah.
which is pretty shot at this point,
Oh, it's terrible.
it's quite
It's different.
it's bold, and
It's
it's like a
definitely
little bit
different.
more,
Okay.
like I
got
said, there's a viscosity on the nose.
it. I didn't say that. You said that.
Like I said. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Moving to the Booker's nose. Oh, man. Like, there's just something about the Booker's I love. I think it because it encapsulates the walnut factor.
It's just Jim Beam on steroids.
Yes, I know.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's just a fucking super pumped up Jim Beam.
And, like,
which
when
we
we get-
love Jim Beam.
When we get to the flavor, though, like, we'll
The
get to that
flaviness.
when we get to that. But it's just, it is literally one that takes your breath away.
This
you know?
one almost to me has that like menthol, because it's like almost like the vaporizing part of it gives off that menthol like
Yeah, for sure. It's like a little
cool
bit of
mint
a
or something
Dex
like,
vapor rub kind
Yeah.
of thing, but at the same time,
but it's walnutty and it's sweet.
it just has the
and-
characteristics of a bourbon. Like, for bourbon lovers, I think they can come to this one and like always be pleasantly surprised. Like, we've had a different version of Booker's, an older version
Yeah.
that was way
Insane.
better than this one.
Yeah, and this one's
this one
really
now, when
amazing.
you're not comparing it to the other one, is like it's in a
Yeah.
category of its own, which is really cool about Booker's. The price has gone up exponentially, but
But
it is
maybe
still-
it was underpriced
but
before.
well, that's just it. The
if you compare it to
the
that
uniqueness,
range, yeah.
the uniqueness is very much there.
Okay.
Okay, let's sip on the knob first.
Knob single barrel.
Oh wow, that is really really nice too. It's a
Very
little bit spicy
rich
on the end.
and spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very specific bottling. It's a single barrel Knob Creek, and some are going to be better than others.
But like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
No.
there is a big nice. Yeah, I don't say words like that. There is a big nice upfront kind of sweetness to it.
better
but
than a small nice. It's like just kind of nice.
It's a small medium.
Big nice.
It's a big mediocre. But point is, the sweetness is kind of up front. It gets drier in the middle, and then the spice kind of
Yeah,
finishes
nice,
at the end.
nice level of spice. Okay, here we go. onto the Bookers.
Oh man. See, I always get excited
You're already
about this
excited
because
about
it like literally takes your breath
It's
away.
the hype.
You know, it like.
I think the other one,
rises.
the one that we had that was older than this was 65.7 or
Yeah.
something. There you go. To me, you feel this when it arrives, and it takes over your palate like it's like scorched earth. It just as it goes through your mouth, it just fucking burns everything. It's like
If your
like in a
palate
good way.
was your face, then it's like it's not a palate cleanser; it's a fucking face cleanser. This should be, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
But
It torches its way through. It's like it's a blowtorch, but like in a good way. Like
So-
a really good blowtorch.
well, so it like equally makes you feel like you're being killed and you're like alive at the same time. Like really, like you're really like
Stimulating.
it's stimulating.
Stimulating.
Yeah.
Just forget everything we said and let's just go with stimulating. It stimulates your palate.
But okay, overall, I know that's like not really tasting notes specifically,
It is to me.
but sometimes when a whiskey takes over your face and your palate, it's something that you've been longing for a while because it doesn't happen often, honestly. And Booker's, every time we come back to it, it's like, oh yeah, that is something that we kind of miss in whiskey.
That's going to winner's bracket, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Losers bracket, winner's bracket.
And by the way,
yeah.
all of our losers bracket is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like we didn't buy these because
We're all winners.
Yeah, we're the real winners
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Slash losers.
Slash stupid idiots. Just doing shots of like fucking 120 proof.
Trenny and C.
Round
fight! Ha!
Okay, we have round 2 of What's the Best Beam, and we are going Knob Creek 9 versus...
Basil Hayden's 10.
So
On
it's
the
an
outside.
age statement battle here. These are some of the
Ooh.
older.
And so we do have 40% versus 50%, which is,
Ooh.
But that's okay.
Well, that's something.
It's something.
So
But the good age statement there. Let's go with the Basil Hayden's on the outside first. Here we go.
It's really about Basil Hayden's... Can Basil Hayden's drinkability overwhelm Knob Creek's...
I guess
power?
we're about to find out.
I guess... Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
It's a nice nose.
Oh, yeah. We're just smelling it first?
It's a nice nose.
It's a nice soft nose.
Yeah. We've kind of gone over the fact that Basil Hayden's is a very easily accessible, like maybe
Highly
a step
drinkable.
above some of the
The entry level.
entry
yeah.
level, which is maybe not even necessarily true because maybe Jim Beam Black is it's
just
way
as
up
good,
there,
but-
really.
You know what?
Okay.
This one has a Fig Newton essence to it that
Yeah.
I really like.
That is true. That is true. And the age shows
Because
on
it's
it,
kind of
which
like
is nice.
malty, kind of oaky, dark fruity. Like it's nice.
there is
So it
like
got a
some,
really good nose on it. Like
and
honestly,
there's actually like kind of like the
Very.
dried fig kind of thing going
yeah,
on.
very pleasant nose.
Okay, let's move on to the
Knob
Knob Creek
Creek
9.
9-year-old.
This one's a little bit more
okay.
classic, kind of beamish, like
Yeah, but it's got more of a vanilla thing. Like this is like a rich dark fruit, and this is more of a vanilla, like caramel.
vanilla spicy kind of like this. To me, this is like an October dram. You know, like it's very like kind of warming.
This is a little more like cinnamon kind of thing,
Yeah.
like a cinnamon vanilla.
nutmeggy, a little
Yeah,
bit, a
and
little
then-
bit of that kind of like.
And again, this one's more rich, malty. The Basil Hayden's, it
That's
honestly
actually
the
pretty good.
nose
Yeah.
is almost better on the Basil Hayden's.
Yeah, that's true because
The
they are
nose is
different
always
animals for sure, and we haven't. Again, this is a comparison between these two.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm
That's-
giving the nose to
you're-
Basil.
You're not wrong there.
Basil? Whatever. Who cares?
Basil.
Okay.
well, let's
how
sip
about
it,
the
I guess.
drink? Yeah.
Okay, basil on the uptake here.
Mhm.
I mean,
So
there's nothing wrong with
drinkable.
that. That's so easy.
A little soft, and it kind of falls off a cliff. But on the palate, it's a nice relaxed bourbon. It's a relaxed, like, this is like,
Yes.
you could, like, if you're really trying to chill.
After dinner, kind of like sit by the fire,
Chill
sit
out.
with a couple of friends or whatever. Like, you're not in it to win it.
Yeah.
You're enjoying
You're
it
in it
just
to
as
mellow.
It's sometimes nice to grab a bourbon or a whiskey in general and not have to think about it.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
Yeah, and this is a nice one for that. Okay, let's move on to the knob.
Let's overthink it.
Speaking of overthinking. Okay, let's taste this stuff. I mean, the 10% extra on this definitely is a boost. But
it creates more of an experience, I think.
Yes.
That to me is what's happening here, is that there's more of an experience. Like, I really like the nose on the Basil 10, but I think it falls a little flat compared to a Knob Creek 9. This is my thoughts.
And let's be honest, when it comes to in British Columbia, Canada, pricing, like, you're kind of spending almost the same amount of money.
I think you're spending a little bit less money on the Knob Creek, and it might actually
be slightly better on the flavor. Not saying the Basil Hayden is
It's just
worse.
a bigger experience.
Yeah.
Which is like, for more money, you want the bigger experience. I think we just both decided that Knob Creek is the winner.
Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay,
winners
going
round.
into the finals. No, that's going to the finals.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Winners. One of the winners round. Okay. Quick look at that. Okay.
Still going. Okay, do a shot.
Oh my god. Shit face.
Actually, kind of like
Fuck,
that.
this
Basil
is a big
Hayden's
one right now.
Well, it goes down smooth and soft and easy. Just like you.
Oh, thank you.
Trenny and C.
Okay, we are here with the final bracket of round 2. One of these will go into the finals. Let's find out. I'm going to do Booker's Bourbon at 63.85% on the inside.
I'm going to grab the big topper stopper.
Yeah, sure you are.
And it is 53.5% alcohol.
63 versus 53.
Whoa, that's
I'm
again,
doing-
that's comparable. Darker. This is much darker, this Baker's.
These are our 11th and 12th drams consecutively.
Yes.
Things are getting a little...
Things are getting weird.
Things are getting a little weird around here.
So what do you start? Do we start with the Baker's?
I think you got to go Baker's because
Okay.
it's lower percentage. We're happy to challenge you to do the same thing and tell us what your outcome was.
Go get all these bottles.
You got to do it in the same night, though.
And
You got to do 14
and
drams
all
back to
these
back.
drinks.
Yeah, it's got to be the same one.
By the way, thank you to
Ray Daniel.
for
Yeah.
Putting up with us this month.
Yeah, Beam Centauri.
Essentially putting up with
You'll
us.
probably disown us for this, but that's fine. It's fine.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
the
So
nose
do
on...
what?
You know what? I suddenly got what you said the other day about Play-Doh.
Yeah, there is like this.
But actually, the Play-Doh, I think you said it was on the older version of
But maybe
Baker's,
that's just
but-
a characteristic of Baker's. Like,
yeah.
That's
It's
what's
kind of like
kinda-
salty dough.
Yeah, like for sure. There's a salt aspect to this, which you don't get a lot in bourbon
yeah.
in general, which is something you get on Scotch whiskey that
Yeah.
is very desirable.
Like a salty, doughy, biscuity kind
That's
of thing.
really, really nice. And again, it has those classic bourbon kind of notes where there's the vanillas and the kind of like a little bit of toffees and burnt sugars and stuff like that. But what's not to like about that note?
little
really?
bit of rich molasses.
like this made it to the final round for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Semi-final.
here we go.
Okay,
Semi-final.
Booker's.
Booker's.
Oh, man. That's a classic
No,
nose.
man, like this is so good
Woo.
too.
That's a
Are we
tough-
biased because we're just like?
But how can you be biased when you love them all?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah,
It's like an old friend.
yeah.
You pick up the conversation right where you left off.
We should be the marketing for these people. Yeah,
Booker's.
Bookers,
Like an old friend.
right where you left the bookmark. Or something.
That's Maker's Mark.
Well, Booker's mark.
Ah, sure. Oh, it's got a little bit of a bookmark kind of thing going on there.
Well,
Tassels.
okay. Anyway,
Anyway, we're not applying for the
we're
marketing
digressing
job.
here.
Okay. So let's sip the Baker's.
You know, we
first.
haven't even talked about the nose of the
Oh,
Booker's yet.
it was good.
So it's a little bit.
So good. It's a bigger, bolder walnut with rich, like...
You know, it promises what we come to expect of the Bookers, which is that, like, take your breath away kind of
Take my
vibe.
breath
Yeah, okay. Okay, we've talked about
that chick, that was Berlin was the name of that band?
What, Take Your Breath Away?
Yeah, Take My Breath Away. Berlin, from, like, Top Gun.
Was that Top Gun?
Yeah, but she was kind of, like, pretty hot, too. Like this.
Anyways. Okay.
Okay, so
Bakers.
anyway, Bakers.
Baker's dozen. Here we go. Okay. On the face. Oh wow.
It's weird when you've done
Yes,
like
okay.
when you're on your 12th consecutive bourbon.
Everything's good.
Like, yeah, well, everything's good, but it also was like 53%. It was like, oh, that's really soft. That's
But
so
it's true-
soft and smooth.
But it truly is like, okay, I'm gonna say because I know what the Booker's has in store.
Okay.
That is a true statement because one of the things that Booker's has is that it's like, it literally, like we just said, take your breath away. Mm-hmm. It encompasses your face. Where this is a little bit more of a sipper, which I would say is a more refined version.
Yeah,
really, because like you're wanting as a consumer to buy something like this and be able to sip it straight and not like not everyone like us, not everyone's like us where they want to have their faces melted.
Take their breath away.
Yeah. So this is a really nice refined 53.5%.
Yeah, like this is not so subtle. Like it's more of a punch in the face.
Yeah, this is a soft kiss to the face, and this is a kiss to the rose, and this is a bit of a. Yeah, here we go.
Seal reference?
Yeah. Batman Returns.
2 musical references in one bracket?
Wow.
What are we doing? Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
Bakers or Bookers? Sorry.
Bookers.
Oh man.
Okay, this is tough because there's a big, bold, like insanely, like the presence is just so there, and it's like effervescent, and it's vaporizing, and it's all these things. But at the same time,
So
I felt the drinkability.
right. So
of
are
the Bakers was.
Are we?
I don't know.
Sidetracked by the fact that it's like exciting,
like
or
is-
because it's like
Is
your
bigger
face?
better?
yes, that's the point, right? Is this because it's bigger in your face better, or is Baker's?
Okay, I gotta go another sip.
I mean, in reality, both of these are fantastic whiskeys.
They're both bigly.
Yeah, bigly used.
I might know.
Oh, that's really hard. This is a hard one. This is one of the hardest
Side by sides, yeah.
big bracket blowouts we've
Yeah.
ever had.
Big beam bracket blowout. I know what I'm thinking.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Am I? Yeah. Where? Yeah.
You is?
When? Who? What? When? Where? Why?
Is you?
I've made a decision.
I mean, heck.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
Heck. Heck.
I have 2.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bakers. Yes. Yes.
You know what? Because this is the new boy on the scene.
Oh, yeah.
It's an old classic, but it's revamped.
Welcome
it is
to
delicious.
the big leagues.
Booker's is delicious, obviously,
It
but
is.
you know what? We've come
Finals.
to expect it.
We're moving on to the
This-
finals.
This
New kid on the block.
we're on the finals.
It's
I
like,
thought we were done.
that's like Joey, and that's like Donnie.
Okay. Round 3 coming up.
Finals. Is it still working?
They're still going.
Okay, we better hurry the fuck up
Hour
then.
and 30 minutes.
Fuck, all the glasses are dirty. I'm gonna do a quick rinse.
No mind.
Trenny and C.
Hey, everybody! The final round, we've got Knob Creek 9-year-old in the wavy, melty bottle
Love it.
versus Baker's 7-year-old actually clocking in at 8 years and 6 months old.
What's the percentage on that guy?
We have 53.5%.
We've got 50%. This is a really good head-to-head.
It
We've
is.
got 9 years old versus 8.5 years old, so that's like right there.
Yeah,
That's
50%,
like pretty solid.
53.5%.
I'm gonna grab this Knob Creek and
Yeah.
get this awkward cork off. That's like kind of a negative. To
This
it, but-
one's quite easy to grab.
Well, I'm still struggling.
I'll go in the middle. Middle glasses for the Baker's 7-year-old, aka 8.6 years old.
There we go. Okay, outside. Here we go.
Okay, so these are our 13th and 14th drams of the night.
We might be able to tell by now.
We took a little time off between the last round and this round, and I'd say I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it for sure.
I'm feeling good.
I would say, okay, so we have done the best of the Jim Beam lineup
Yeah.
from what we, can show you tonight.
8 bottles.
But that's
worth, yeah.
really what you're going to get. We are going to determine the best of the best with this last
Right
round.
now.
So here we
Right
go.
now.
So let's go. What are you sniffing? The Knob Creek?
Yeah, Knob 9.
Knob 9. Oh,
Nice
man, it's
level
so-
of spiciness. Tingles my nose buds just a little bit.
It's got that perfect level of sweetness and brown sugar and kind of like that those wood sugars and
This is more on the nutmeg clovey side.
Yeah.
It's
and
got some
50%
nice baking
again.
spice.
Like so, some of these whiskeys tonight we've tried, they've been higher percentage, or I mean, I think the lowest percentage has been 43%, but they've all held their own. This at 50% is one that kind of just keeps creeping in as being a real contender
standout.
because it's a
Real
standout.
standout.
It's really, really nice.
Okay, let's get into the Bakers.
Okay, Baker's nose. Here we go.
Arm sniff, reset the nose palate. Here we go.
Oh, I'm finding this
Okay.
one a little bit more like kind of caramelly and like.
I get the malty notes off of it.
Yeah, I agree. Like some of the things that you like.
The 53% to me, a bigger blast of nose tingling effervescence.
However, there's a like this slight like more kind of clovey.
The spice
There's a
is,
complexity to it that's like
the spice is a little hotter. You know what I
this is
mean?
a little
Like,
hotter, but it's at the same time there's nothing offensive about
it's
this
sweet
at
chili heat.
53.5.
It's sweet chili heat.
Doritos.
Yeah.
That is really
But it has
really nice.
a little sour tang to it, like really nice kind of like balance to it.
Do you know what? There's like actually kind of like this cheesy kind of thing to it too, which is I know that's maybe doesn't sound appealing, but like I guess it just means there's like a softness or like there's a soft kind of sharp.
I was gonna say
Thing.
sweet Thai chili.
Well, that works too.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I gotta
Let's
just
drink.
try it. I gotta try it side by side now.
Knob Creek.
Okay, Knob Creek. Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Drinking it. Drinking it.
It's big and I gotta say, almost semi bitter up front a little bit, but
It has a nice wood finish with like a low medium sweet, but like it's pleasant and it's consistent on the palate like from start to finish.
for sure. And at 50%, like it doesn't cut any corners on this one. Like you definitely feel it on the palate. You smell it in the nose. It's right there in your face. As a solid contender when it comes to, especially, I don't want to talk about price specifically, but like
Oh yeah.
if you're going between the two, really.
Yeah, price point there.
Yeah.
Well, price point.
Okay,
Okay, here
let's
we go.
get to the Bakers. That's really nice too, though.
Big and rich.
Really nice and rich. Yeah.
A little hot.
Yeah.
Like, definitely some spice, like, tingle through the palate. Like, it has a big, bold presence. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, that 53.5 is huge. There's no problem. I would say there's no problem adding a couple of drops of water to this one.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, let's have a little palate cleanse.
I'm having a little palate cleanse and I'm returning to the Knob Creek. Here we go. I mean, we have to pick just one.
That's so good too.
What's the best is the
One
question.
more sip of water. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I
Are
think
you
I made
ready?
my decision.
You're ready to
Yeah.
make a decision?
Yeah. I think I am. It's kind of funny because my mind might have just changed in the last second. It's funny with whiskey, right? Like, you have moments with everything. Like, I've had my moment with each of these whiskeys.
Certainly.
But it's kind of, you have to go with your gut feeling at the time.
Are we doing a 1, 2, 3 and then call it out?
Sure, why not?
1, 2, 3.
Knob
Knob Creek. Whoa. That's crazy because I thought you were going to say Baker's.
And I thought you were going to say Baker's also. But here's my logic behind it.
Okay.
I'm not getting a less experience.
Yeah.
This bottle costs significantly less.
Right.
You're getting 50% alcohol.
Yeah.
You're getting 9 years old.
Yeah.
You're getting all the things you want. You're getting the wavy fucking bottle. That's cool.
Super cool.
I mean, the only thing you're not getting is this cool big cork.
Yeah.
But
Well, hey.
fuck, it's a little awkward. There you
Now
go.
you are.
Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Fuck.
Dang it. Well,
Wow.
I tried.
Wow.
We tried. But you can't have everything.
You can make it fit though.
You can't have everything. But you know what? We're very close with Knob Creek 9. Exciting to call it the champion of what's the best bean.
So, we're going to go ahead and say the new version of the Knob Creek 9-year-old is the top notch thing.
Must
they can get.
buy.
50%.
Must buy.
What's wrong with 50%? Nothing's wrong with 50%. You're getting
So much is right
all
with it.
the classic flavors of the Jim Beam lineup with the walnuts, that's a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of creamy, a little bit of sweet and sour, a little bit of the vanillas and toffees and all the things that you're looking for in a bourbon
That sounds good. I'll have that.
in one bottle. And the price is right. So why the heck not?
Sales pitch absorbed.
Okay, so thank you for joining us tonight. We have done the big rundown. This is the big rundown of the Jim Beam lineup. And the final product is
There you have
the
it.
classic, really. So,
Click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you next time.
cheers.
Trenny and C.